Everybody, this is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and I am live with Twitch chat right now. We did just get done doing our patch notes stream, and we are going to be going over everything you need to know for the current patch notes, what's going on, where the bugs are, how to get around them, and what you should, of course, be looking at in the shop, and things you don't want to miss. So let's go ahead and dig in. Now, many of you may not know this, but I am newly sponsored. You're going to see a list of amazing games in my description, as well as in the first comment in my description that you can download onto your phone. It would really support me directly if you download those games, and the games are pretty fun. I've genuinely been enjoying them. I literally sent the list of games to Bob, and he was like, I played one or two of those. So definitely, it would help me out if you guys could download that, and please check them out. So what do you need to know? What's important here, and what is critical with the patch? So there is a couple of bugs first off. So this may get changed by the time you're watching this video, but the witch fight is bugged currently. So there is abnormal technicalities you do get where it disconnects you sometimes when you do go into the hard mode and the normal mode. I haven't experienced it with the challenge mode, but it's a good thing to know and understand. Another thing, when you are doing the cooking quest, so when you're going through here and you're running through these quests right here, when you get to the point where you're returning to Evermore, there is a bug which will loop you in a cutscene. You can get out of that by either restarting the client or try moving your character to the right. The reason the cutscene is looping is because your character is standing inside of the cutscene portal. So there is a moment where you can move your character to the right potentially. Try and do that. Otherwise, just restart your game client. Shout out as well, the drops here are really good, so make sure you do these quests. You get a lot of good stuff. But other than that, we do have the new Witch's Hard dungeon and the challenge dungeon coming out, and there are a lot of things going on with this. We did manage to get to Witch Tier 3, and we farmed Witch Tier 3 for a bit. For the hard mode, you can lock your tickets. So you want to lock your tickets for Tier 1 and Tier 2, and then Tier 3, you want to unlock your tickets and use them. For the challenge mode, locking your tickets no longer works, so you're not going to be able to lock your tickets and practice like you were with Genie, so keep that in mind. One really cool thing you'll notice here as well from the Cooking Witch hard mode is that you do get an opportunity to get a 5-star pet accessory from this, and I actually had one drop. So there's a lot of good rewards here from the hard quest. You also get 3 mount decos guaranteed every time, and it can be 1-star to 3-star. So you may want to consider, as you are doing the witch, you may want to consider buying those extra packs or doing the things that get you extra witch hard tickets, because there's a lot of good things that are going on in her specific event. Also, make sure you don't forget to eat food, because you do want to get extra of these secret meal kits. If you are finding yourself struggling with damage, you can also make sure that you eat the octopus food right here. The octopus food is going to increase your attack by 300 in Witch's Kitchen and increase damage to the boss by 10%. So if you are trying to set up those challenge modes and get them going, that's going to be a really good way to increase and modify your damage. In terms of other things that we have going on, we do have a new shop, which I'll get to here in just a second, but we also have 2 new events that came. You have a cooking champion event, which you're going to get by clearing the challenge missions, and by clearing the regular hard mode, as well as doing some cooking. This event's really easy. You're going to notice that we're getting a lot of puzzle pieces. So bust this out, get your items here. You'll get some 6-star puzzle pieces, which are really cool. And then you'll notice if you go to the shop and you go to the basic shop, if you go to the exchange, we're not going to the shop yet, and you go to the Witch's Secret, you'll see a whole lot of new things that you can purchase with your witch's items. A couple of them can be bought in multi-levels. So things you're going to want to buy are going to be basically everything in here. And it looks like they actually despawn a little bit when you buy them. I'm actually missing out here on the puzzle packs, But the puzzle packs that you can buy like 8 iterations of them, and they give you a variety of different star levels. You can also buy a 4-star boar vest. You can buy picnic baskets now. You can buy up to 25 of them. So you're literally going to want to come in here and just buy everything out because it's all really good. And just keep your eye out because they do have multiple levels. Mount decos. There's also mount decos in here, and the mount decos go 1 star. So there's 8 levels of mount decos. And they go 1 star, 1 star, 2 star, 2 star, 3 star, 3 star, 4 star, 4 star. So you can get 2 4-star mount decos in here as well. The shop is lit right now, or this exchange. So it's like, get in here, do this. There's going to be lots of good stuff. Now, I have everything here on my list right now. We'll go into a more detailed video when we do talk about the actual witch combat, because you're probably going to want to be able to see the telegraphs and understand how those actually work. There is also a Platypos event going on. You can only do this once per day. There are clear rewards here, which are pretty good. You can get 10 costume tickets, 10 summon tickets, 10 equipment tickets. The standard, you get a lot of really good ingredients. So you can get a ton of cooking ingredients, you can get jellies, you can get pretty much everything. So make sure you're doing this every day. You can get these from just doing your dailies. So you have like the 5 dailies here that you can get from doing this. When you do this, you need to click on the appropriate food item for each of the items so that you can basically like make him eat it. You're basically stuffing his face is what you're doing. So make sure you do this every day. It's a lot of fun, and get that done. Let's talk about the shop, because the shop is interesting. Most of the shop is terrible. For some reason, there's a pack called the Pufu Rate Up pack, and it has nothing to do with a Pufu Rate Up. It's very weird. The only thing that it has is a unique chest, which gives a chance to get extra tickets. You have a lot of equipment tickets, like equipment summon tickets, that are just no good. Even the hard quest, there's been a change on the hard quest. I know a lot of people were upset about the normal quest getting a reduction in tickets. The hard quest also got a reduction in tickets, so the hard quest is only 3 tickets that you can purchase max. The challenge is still 5 though, but you can purchase them for $1.99 here with the green pot. I didn't buy these because I just don't think I need them right now. Even though the drops from the witch are really good on the hard mode, I just don't feel like I need it. I just don't feel like I need it. It's not good enough to entice me to grab it. It's just not that important. There is another thing going on here called the Rainbow Power Up Check event. So this is also something you can purchase. This gives inventory for $24.99. You get 40 inventory slots, 10 summons of each. Not worth it. Like, just skip this. You really don't need anything. You really don't need anything that's coming out right now. There are some hidden packs, which are pretty stealthily in here. You kind of have to move down here into the event section, but you have like the Adventure Rush pack. This arguably is pretty good. It's 4 green pots, 4 pink pots, and 4 oh my god, I can't talk right now, 4 aromas. So arguably this is pretty good, but most of the time just not that excited. Even the golden diamond rebate, which is the new rebate, is not that remarkable. It gets you some triangles, which is okay. It gets you some of the upgrade stone selection chests, but really you don't get any more diamonds back than you get for doing this. You'll probably just do this, get some extra bonus. It's nice, but there's nothing remarkable. There's nothing that's like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, game changing, very exciting. Nothing in the shop that's just going to make you want to spend right now. And that's basically how I feel currently. I feel like I basically almost have an Awakened 10 boar. I almost have a, you know, pretty much everything I need from the witches event and the cooking event, so I'm just not sure I need anything. The one pack I did buy was the $4.99 pack from killing the witch hard mode, because it gave 2 witch tickets, 2 witch hard tickets, and it gave 10 equipment summon tickets. I think you could argue that was a reasonably good value, especially since you get mount decos from the witch hard mode, as well as potential for a 5-star pet accessory. both of those arguably really good, especially Sorbor, since you're going to have him a 10. You may make the argument that like, hey, it's worth it to buy these extra hard mode tickets to try and get those 5-star accessories for the boar. Kind of a couple of things to think about here, because in total that would add up to minus 30% damage reduction on your boar, which could be really good in familiar arena or other PvE content. Could be the difference between winning and losing. So lots to consider and think about. Anyway, everybody, we are at the end of the video. Again, please check the description and the first comment. You guys, it would really support me if you do download these games. They are good games, they're great games, and it's free, easy, and you can support me as a content creator. And I literally just got raided by Sweet Hug in the middle of a video. So Sweet Hug, thank you for the raid. And everybody on YouTube, have a great rest of your day.